Tax season is right around the corner, but what are the deadlines that you just can't afford to miss? Hi, my name is Bedad. I'm a CPA and the co-founder of ReInvestWealth. So whether you're a freelancer, self-employed, or running a small corporation, here are the 5 key tax deadlines that you just need to know. But not just that, I'll even share some tips along the way to help you save some money. So let's dive in. First up, if you're self-employed, your tax filing deadline is June 15. That's your deadline to file all the income that you made in 2024. But here's the catch. Your payment date is actually on April 30th, just like every other Canadian. So pro tip, consider April 30th as your actual deadline to avoid any interest and penalties. Your self-employed tax return is actually just a very small part of your personal tax return, and you can file for free using Wealth Simple Tax. For incorporated businesses, your tax filing deadline is 6 months after your year end. For example, if your corporate year end is on March 31st, you have until September 30th to file your corporate tax return. However, your payment deadline is just 2 months after your year end. So if we use the same example where your corporate year end is March 31st, you have until May 30th to file your tax return. You should also consider the payment date as your actual deadline to avoid any extra fees. So what happens if you miss the payment deadline? Well, the CRA charges a 5% penalty right away on the total tax balance that you have to pay. So if you owe $5,000 in taxes, that's a $250 penalty instantly. And to make things worse, there's an additional 1% interest on every single month that you're late. The next deadline is if you're registered for GST, HST, QST, or PST. Your sales tax deadline will essentially depend on your reporting frequency. For monthly and quarterly reporters, you have 1 month after your reporting period to file and pay. For annual reporters, you have 3 months after your reporting period ends to do the same. If you're not sure about your sales tax reporting period, you can easily find it on your CRA online business account. Or you can just call the CRA help desk and they'll help you out. Filing sales tax returns is actually super easy if you have the right process. You can use a software like ReInvestWealth to easily do your bookkeeping and e-file your sales taxes all on the same platform. I'll also link an article in the comments that includes everything you need to know about sales taxes. If you hire workers, remember to file T4s and T4As by the last day of February. T4s are for actual employees and T4As are for contractors. So for anybody that's worked for you in 2024, you have until February 28th, 2025 to file the T4s and the T4As. If you don't already use payroll software, now is going to be the time that you're going to start. It just doesn't make sense to do payroll manual anymore. You can automate everything, including direct deposits, emailing pay slips, doing the monthly government remittances, and even, yes, filing the T4s and the T4As can all be done automatically on really affordable payroll software. 2 recommendations that I have for you are Payment Evolution and Knit. I'll link both of them down below in the comments. You can check them out and use the one that you prefer. If you're a shareholder in a corporation and you just paid yourself dividends, there's one more tax deadline that you need to keep track of. Dividends must be reported on a slip called the T5, which also needs to be reported to the CRA on the last day of February. Plan ahead and use reliable accounting software or an expert to help prepare your T5 slips. Again, bookkeeping softwares like ReInvestWealth really help simplify this process. I also have one special tip for you to delay paying taxes on your dividends by a whole year. If you want me to make a video about that, just let me know in the comments below. So those are the 5 key tax deadlines that you need to know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more business tips. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.